Okay, I think it's 2K time. Alright, let's get in this. Bro, come on, man. He's cheesing with Wemby. Oh, come on. We gonna hit this. Bro! Oh, fuck. Hello? Oh, y'all going gym right now? Yeah, I can go. I got time. Alright, let's get to it. Back to 2K. Maybe drop some kids off. Oh shoot, I got that ISU to do. I've been procrastinating that all month. Shoot, I need to finish this project right now. Okay, so I was supposed to film this yesterday, but let's talk about procrastination. Definition of procrastination is the action of delaying or putting off tasks until last minute or past their deadline. Our procrastination can be productive. We can get a lot done like chores, working out, etc., but not the thing that was intended to get done and be not so productive. Everyone procrastinates, but there's actually a reason for why certain people procrastinate more than others. As people with ADHD, OCD, and other illnesses like depression tend to procrastinate more. And the reason for this is that they have a greater advantage than for advantages for them waiting till their deadline, as the normal brain is able to focus and harder to gather. And the reason for this is they have greater advantages waiting till their deadline as to the normal brain, as their ability is harder to focus and gather. As an example, you know that thought when you're like, oh shoot, I have that assignment that's overdue. That doesn't kick in for them till later than the normal average neurotypical brain. And for people with ADHD, they have a bigger dopamine rush for when they succeed or do something they like, which tell their brains what they did was good and they want to do it again, which incentivizes procrastination. People that procrastinate more often can find it easier to assume that whenever they're not working on what they're supposed to, it's procrastinating. But you need to keep in mind that not everything that looks like procrastination is procrastination. Sometimes they're just planning or they're transitioning to their next task. Sometimes they just need to realize something is more important and reprioritize. And sometimes they're just taking a break. As we're human, we all need breaks. Also, everyone procrastinates differently, as according to research, there are two main types of procrastination, both being passive and active procrastination. Passive procrastination is basically unintentional procrastination. That's where you plan to do something that you're supposed to, but eventually in the meantime, you're finding distractions to keep you from thinking about that task. Passive procrastination is the more direct delaying of two procrastinations, as since the thing you are supposed to do is still in your mind, but passive procrastination can be draining as you are working on other tasks that are not actually working on it, but distractions. The main reason why we passively procrastinate is because when we procrastinate, it can relieve some of our immediate anxiety and relieve some stress, especially when we do something that we enjoy, like playing video games instead of studying or watching TikTok instead of going to church. But doing this makes a wall of challenge for the task that we needed to do, making it more challenging the worse we procrastinate, which makes us not want to do the task more and makes us more anxious on what we should do and when we should do it, which makes us miss the assignment date. Passive procrastination is constantly connected with people with anxiety and other conditions like OCD and people who are perfectionists, as we are intimidated by a task, so we avoid it, especially if we're not confident in our ability to complete the task. While as active procrastination is people who prefer to work under pressure and purposely procrastinate. Procrastinator is like someone who will wait to clean their room and then clean it as their friend's on the way, but will actually get their room clean before their friend gets there. Active procrastinators are fine with procrastinating as they know they actually will get their task done on time. This is an effect that many people deal with, as these people are actually not avoiding the task, but they know it's easier to waiting for them, as it's easier to focus under pressure for them. As active procrastinators are able to use that realization and sense of urgency of, oh shoot, I have that project that I have to finish that they were procrastinating, as help for them to lock in and focus on the task to get it done. For active procrastinators, the negative is constantly outweighed by the positive, as for these people, if they're more focused on a task, it takes less time, is easier to complete, and is off their hands and submitted faster, and it's off their plate faster so they don't overthink it. Many of us actually start active procrastinating when we are teenagers, when we're able to choose when we get our work done, but projects are still simple enough we can get them done last minute thinking, I can get this done the night before, so why would I do this now? Kind of like the situation I'm in right now. Interestingly, a study by the NIH, or National Institutes of Health, revealed active and passive procrastinators actually end up procrastinating nearly to the same degree. But both outcomes of procrastinators are very different, as active procrastinators provided a more similar outcome to non-procrastinators than two passive procrastinators, and even had a very similar academic outcome. And because active procrastination is intentional, some researchers say that active procrastination isn't even procrastination. That's the degree on how much and what we should procrastinate varies on how complex the task is and how good we are at predicting how long we take on something. It's unexpected to not procrastinate, as everyone does it, and there are times we actually need breaks, and procrastination actually benefits us. Instead, we should be looking for when it is procrastination. Is it active? Is it passive? And what are the disadvantages and advantages of procrastinating? So to end off this documentary or short story, I would like to say we should always be keeping in mind when we are doing something or procrastinating, and try to remember, will this benefit me or be a distraction that sets me back? So remember to procrastinate mindfully and enjoy life.